Yes. Good morning to all. So, I'm going to give you a topic which is very familiar to you, in the sense all of us are teachers. We teach in the class. We design courses. Every semester we design something for the dean, knowingly or unknowingly, maybe a mechanical process. Some of us run very fast to the deadline. We design it, we submit it, we teach, we get the evaluation, finish. Next year we do the same process. So this article, which I spotted in the Education Journal, it speaks about the emotions of students while we design the courses. So there was no proper research in this area in the past. Why we should consider the emotions of students when we design a course? So these emotions are important in a classroom. So my objective is threefold. One, I love to communicate what you mean by instructional technology and design with respect to emotions. And second one, how we can use it in the classroom. Third one, what are the emotional strategies that you can adopt when you design the courses to form an emotionally responsive course. So first of all, let me define instructional technology. I was going through the internet, I found many things, but the simple definition is that just avoid technology, avoid computers. Instructional design and technology involves everything which involves a proper design, structure and application of psychology in designing course plan. So you remember the course plan that you prepare in every semester. So the emotions can be defined from mental and psychological state associated with a wide variety of feelings, thoughts and behaviors. So all of you are familiar with emotions and instructional technology. So how it is related? According to one author, the research author, he explained that it is a model called FDPM emotions. It defines fear, envy, anger, sympathy and passion. He explains that every time we go to the class and teach something, students go through these 5 emotions. They feel fear, they feel empathy, they feel envy, they feel sympathy and they feel pressure. So I will go through each one of them and I will give you tips how you can improve and include that in the design and curriculum. First of all, fear. You know what is fear? The students in the class sometimes they feel fear in a common sense way because they fear what is the outcome of the course. Even some faculties are going threatening them in the class. So what we can do to solve it, first of all, to reduce fear, you have to ensure the success in learning. Exactly what is happening in FDP. We have the reduced status of fear. Why? Because the success is there, only we have to work hard. There is no strict valuation in terms of the grading or ranking. So we have to accept mistakes and opportunities for learning. I'll give you a classical example. In the case method of teaching, there was a reading which explained what a case should not be. So if you go through the negative way, so what it should not be, you can teach them rather than we make a mistake in designing a course, then you tell them you don't know how to make a case. That is very bad. So better you teach them in a negative way and create questions which are negatively able to address the issue. And envy, you know what is envy, but the common sense envy is exactly what envy we refer to the class. Students feel envy to each other. They feel envy because somebody tried to steal something as emotions or possessions, whatever, or they don't want to lose whatever they have. How to reduce it? Encourage comparisons, but don't encourage comparison between students. You encourage between their past. For example, you perform better than the last time. You perform better than the last test. So you should decide a consistent and transparent method of evaluation. It should be transparent. That's why every time we design and use, prepare a course plan, explain what is the method of evaluation and stick to that. And the last one, avoid unequal distribution of privileges in the class. All of you know very well, don't give undue attention to any particular student or class of students in the class. It will create envy. It is very natural. You do not say that it will not be envy, but it's very natural to get envy. Next one, anger. Students feel anger. They don't show it sometimes. In the higher learnings, they show the angry. And you have to design courses in such a way it should encourage flexible thinking. Especially in case method of teaching, when you say something, students will derive that idea from another perspective. You should not verbally oppose it. You have to take it because ideas may come from different fields. It may come from different dimensions. You have to accept that and allow anger to be expressed constructively. I have seen this last point. I think Jasprit sent a slide in the past. It shows how you can express anger by just pushing a button on the PowerPoint slide and kicking the mouse in an animated series. Something like that. Maybe this article says that you can design computer programs in such a way that when you feel angry, you click a button, it will show some nice music or something like that. Sympathy, again, it is to be noted that the first three emotions, the fear, the second one, the envy, and the third one, the angry, these three have to be reduced. And the last two, sympathy and pleasure, is to be increased. So in order to increase empathy or sympathy and sympathy both are discussed in the same way in this article. So you have to intensify relationships, create better relationship in the class, and you have to establish cooperative learning. The best known example for us is group assignments. And the last one is pleasure, include element of pleasure. As Dr. Rao used to say, whenever you design a course or design a website, include element of pleasure, fun, and collaborative learning in that process. So use humor and instant play-like activities so that they will involve. And this is very important when you go to the undergraduate level. They have to be involved in a pleasing play-like manner rather than very serious research-oriented manner. Higher level, maybe you can reduce this part. So thus, you have to manage all this. I have shown the size, envy, fear and anger should be reduced. Sympathy and pleasure should be increased. And design your method, instructional technology based on this, and you produce an effective learning method. You have to understand, first of all, technology will help you in all these. I will give you one example. In case of managing envy, take one example, you have to create an equitable valuation system. Create a website where students can go in and check out, okay, what are the marks I am evaluated? Or what are my past performance, what are my present performance? So the article explicitly mentioned that information technology will help you to create a better instructional design, and the technology that is applied is well available, which will lead to better teaching and it will result in effective learning. Thank you.